some water so we can talk. Yes. So you ask question or we talk?
They will
Ask
ask
question.
question.
They will ask lah.
Okay, sure.
Pengarah also you can.
Yeah, Walaupun Malaysia they cover Tamil, I believe. Post Tamil also come here.
Okay. Are we waiting for anybody else?
No, come. Can. Go ahead. That's it.
Okay, to start?
Yeah. You can
Yeah.
start. Can talk in English, no problem.
English. Oh, okay.
And,
Sir, I want it for recording actually.
oh, okay.
Just work for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, what today's event is, we actually formalize a strategy and a partnership in order to make more action coach, that means action plan on the e-waste contribution. The main title is actually Trash to Tech. So what we wanted to achieve is actually, beside introducing how you handle the e-waste, we want it to be more action-packed. Okay, that's why TNT communication here actually will help the front line, become the front line, will help all those companies to understand what is the actual action they actually need to perform in order to let us collect their e-waste and convert into a e-waste point for them to actually get more value by taking their e-waste point to exchange for new computers need by their company. Of course, with my partner here and here from TN MRO, they will be handling the end part of processing and recycle the whatever we collected. And as for ESG Malaysia, they are the one who actually generate the compliances reports and also make sure that the reports are real for them to submit back into their company. That's the whole idea. I simplified it. Okay, maybe Steven, you can explain a little bit more on your part.
Yeah, our part is we are the license holder and also the recovering central plant for the e-waste IT equipment. So basically, we are the what we call recycling based company, but we are purely tech based company. So tech based, it's mean anything related with the electrical and electronic equipment disposal. We will be do the collection part and also we will do the recovering part. Besides that, all the while we did in the traditional way manner, whereby we collect, we process, we pay them. So when come to this age of time, when we talk about climate change and also ESG, so the companies and also the consumer and the government should understand how the mechanism is work. So it's not only by throwing they get money, then after that their responsibility is finished already. Whereby the measurement, how much of the carbon emission they've been saved, and also how much contribution they've been done to the environmental and also the social responsibility is very must give a good example and also must give a good governance on handling the waste portion. So whereby when we are in the working partners in the ending process, whereby TNT is come to the coming back to the supplying or buyback exchange the new products, and also ESG Malaysia is an organization whereby they give the recognition and also they giving the what we call the data and also the recognition for the people dispose their e-waste in a compliance and also safe manner. So this process will be happen if they have the awareness and also they know what is about the e-waste and why this e-waste fall under the schedule waste. If they don't understand this conceptual, of course, end of the day, they will end up in two places. One is in a landfill. They just going to throw in their dustbin. Another portion is going to be end up in the unauthorized collector, and also like, for example, scrap metal. I never tell that scrap metal is what the company or the processing place whereby there is when the stock is ending there, the data to capture by the DOE, and also the process of fulfill of the process of what we call safe manner of processing won't be get captured. Whereby they will think that it's just my scrap metal company is just nearby my house, just nearby my office, my company. I just can go down there. They pay me. It's not matter of about getting money. It's a matter of how effectively you handle your scheduled waste fall under the e-waste. This waste, how you handle it in a proper manner, and also is been compliance, and also how you can get valuable things that when you do the exchange, the e-point into the buying new equipment.
I think maybe
Yeah.
Mr. Steven have something to
Okay,
tell?
we enter into this strategic partnership mainly because a lot of companies have been disposing their e-waste, but they do not get recognition. So we want to give them this recognition so that more companies are encouraged to responsibly dispose of their e-waste, right? Excuse me. So when we talk about e-waste, we want to have, like what Mr.
Water.
Tewan says,
It's okay.
we want to have the recovery of raw materials. And
Never mind. You get your water first.
sorry,
No problem.
a bit dry.
A bit dry. Careful. Hot.
Okay. So, Mr. Seven will give a very good point whereby when you have this what you call scrap metal, people will just put it there. They will essentially get the most easily gotten material, but a lot of this material, smaller material like the chips, they will just throw away, and that will contaminate the PCB board, especially will contaminate the environment, right? So by giving it to a responsible and licensed what you call disposal contractor, right, they will ensure that the harm from the e-waste will be eliminated. Very important, this is right. So we want to encourage more companies, right, to be able to do this. And a lot of companies, when they dispose their e-waste, they just dispose, and then it becomes a cost to them actually, because they need to get sometimes if they don't get a contractor, right, that pays them, they pay for the disposal, right. In this case, they ensure that the waste is being responsibly disposed of properly, right? The raw material being recovered, and then also they get rewarded, right? They get rewarded by e-points so that they can have this technology refresh, right? So they have the old computers, they need to buy new computers. So by doing this, they also get rewarded by doing the right thing. That's a very important thing, right? They get recognition because we are going to also give them the data on how much carbon that will be avoided, than if they just throw it in the landfill, right? How much carbon that will be avoided, because a lot of these companies also will have to report their carbon footprint. Okay, so this data, they can use it towards the calculation of their carbon footprint.
So, okay.
Simon, can I ask about you for Sabah chapter?
Yeah.
Can you explain a bit on Sabah chapter?
Sabah, we have a Sabah chapter. We are going to start a Sarawak chapter. Mainly because this ESG is required for all companies. This is no longer an option. Okay, if your company is doing business, very likely you need to have this ESG. Even a small company, so as long they're in a supply chain, the small company were to supply a public listed company, or they will supply to a MNC. Even if they don't supply this, they supply to a company that supplies to a public listed company or MNC or doing export. They are part of the supply chain and they will need to report. So in Sabah and Sarawak, unfortunately, the knowledge and the skill on ESG is very lacking. So what we want to do is we want to create that what I call community of practitioners there, so that they don't have to depend on West Malaysia. So Sabah will have their own expertise. You don't need to get a consultant that costs you several thousands just to fly in and have a chit-chat, no. Right. So we want what I call the experts, the ESG practitioners in Sabah to support the Sabah economy. Likewise, we want to also create this ESG industry for Sarawakians to support the Sarawakian industry instead of relying on West Malaysia to supply to help them and supply their needs. Right. So this is very important, I think, because of the distances, right? Especially the distances. So that's why we are also working. We have the Sabah chapter has been formalized. There is a committee there, right? So if you want, I can introduce them to you, and then you can continue with them.
All right.
Basically, our network for the TM Enviro, we are collecting nationwide, so including Sabah Sarawak also. So whereby when tomorrow, let's say, got any schools, let's say yesterday we collecting at the Tulip in Sabah from the school, Sekolah Menengah Tulip in Sabah there. We do the collection there. So we have the vast network there. So whereby tomorrow any MNC or GLC company, or even though SME from Sabah Sarawak, they want to join with us, still the mechanism is workable. It's for all Malaysian, actually,
Yes.
Malaysian companies we are working on.
Yeah. So we have to emphasize this is not Selangor or KL, right? So we hope to expand this throughout Malaysia so that everyone will can benefit. They get the recognition, they get the data to report, and also they get rewarded by doing the right thing.
Yes,
Okay. Any more questions?
Yeah, I think it's a timely partnership between three of you all. I think how this partnership is going to help on the achieving low carbon economy, and what are the targets actually you're seeing?
Basically, our recovering part for the e-waste is going on. We are 20 years based company, so we are doing in the portion of we are buying and disposing and recover the material. So these are the data and also the economical way that we are processing at the moment. So whereby when come to this kind of partnership, it will enhance the data to convert to the carbon footprint, how much the carbon will be reduced, and then how benefit they can get when they do the disposal. Now, when they dispose, we are paying by cash. So, whereby this cash can convert it to the e-point. Whereby, let's say the school, the college, the school or government department, they are exchanging 100 laptops. Now, the 100 laptops we are purchased, we do the disposal, and then we pay them. So whereby now we enhance the services into when they dispose, they can convert the cash also into the e-voucher, whereby the e-voucher they can buy back the equipment. The same value. It's not whereby when I give voucher, normally people think the point will be 1 ringgit for 1 point. Sometimes they say you spend 10 ringgit only get 1 point. No, we give the equivalent value of the what they dispose, they will get back that point. That point, they buy back. So in terms of like organization, companies and government sector, they're reducing their what we call the expenses. So this also give a good impact to the economy. Then another portion is by disposing of these 100 laptops that traditionally they're giving to us. Now they're getting the point, and also they're getting the carbon footprint from our ESG Malaysia. Oh, so this much of kilometer you've been saved. So this measurement will give the awareness to the company to use our services, and also to protect the environmental in the way of this circular economy.
Yeah. As if to transition to a low carbon economy, right? Our raw material must have lower carbon. So when we recover e-waste, right, we are able to recover a lot of metals, right? So this metal, instead of let's say importing, right? So that when we import the raw material, but this what I call these metals, that is very high carbon. But when we recover this locally and we use it for our industry, that translates into a lower carbon manufacturing process, right? And also, you know, when you talk about electronics, right? Electronics become more efficient over time. So when we have this technology refresh, every time we have companies may be actually encouraged to actually change their equipment, because newer computers, newer electronic usually use less energy.
Yes.
Right, use less energy. Therefore, the amount of energy being required for electronic products, right, will be less, which contributes to a lower carbon economy in Malaysia. And very importantly, also, when we have all this recycled material, they are also going to be used. Some of them actually going to be reused for electronics. So these products itself will actually, you compare let's say one handphone that is made now compared to, let's say, one handphone that is made 5 years ago, the carbon footprint of a new handphone would be lower than the old one, right? So all of this actually we would go step by step, not very big step, but step by step, we will actually try to reduce the carbon footprint of the country, going into a low carbon economy.
Overall, it's still about this today event, the partnership. The synergy of this is because we all understand ESG is a big topic. We start something very, very logical. Why I say logical? Because we analyze and we know that this SME, they need somebody to complete the whole cycle for them. If not, like, you know, they call the junk shop to buy. So what? They don't get recognition. Then they call ESG Malaysia to give them recognize, but they don't have data. So they are missing the whole cycle. Whereby TNT today have a synergy with both of these important companies, we complete the whole cycle. You call us, we go in, we do evaluation, we give you credit on e-point to transit for, that means from trash to tech. Trash to tech means you give me e-waste, I give you new computer. They will be happy. Corporate will be happy on that. Instead of you give them money because it's hard. Then secondly, they are assured that all these things has been processed properly by the license recycle recurring center, and then the recurring center will pass back the information to us, and we will officially pass it to ESG Malaysia to record and, you know, verify this is the real data and submit back to their company for their ESG compliances. You see, the complete cycle is already been done in a very, very practical way. Action. It's not like recording and saying only. We need somebody to execute the action plan. That is why today's event is all about action plan. Okay? That's the highlight of it. Thank you. Anything else?
Okay.
Are we good? Okay. Okay. Thank